watching them on film. Obviously, Coach Tubby Smith's in his first year at the helm of their program. This is a team that we played last year out at their place and came away with a hard-fought win, a very different team. Obviously, different coach, a lot of different pieces, but from what I've seen up to this point, this will be one of the more physical teams that we've played. Obviously, we've only got 2 games, an exhibition and 1 regular season game under our belt. This team will pose a challenge to us. We've got to do a great job. Obviously, for us, it always starts in the defensive end. We've had the last 2 games, or the 2 games that we've played, we've had some difficulties in terms of rebounding, and this will be a big challenge with this team coming in. They've got great size and physicality. When you look at their last game, they're also coming in. They made 12 threes in their last time out. I think 12 of like 20 or 22 shots. So we'll have to do a great job of identifying their shooters as well. I think it'll be a great challenge for our team. The thing we talked about after the Oklahoma game was taking those lessons that we learned, a tough lesson, and coming away with a loss. But I think, for our team this early in the year, if we can take the things that we learned from that game and from our exhibition game and allow it to help us get better as a team, then it'll be worth it. So we're looking forward to the challenge of getting on the court. This is the first year, obviously, of the Big 12 SEC Challenge. So we're excited to be the first game of the event. So we're looking forward to hosting Texas Tech.
Okay, start on left with Cecil. We have a microphone too.
Coach, obviously, with your years in the Southeastern Conference, you're very familiar with Tubby Smith. Just talk about him both as a opponent, what kind of style of play you expect, and also just your relationship with him.
Well, first of all, I've got a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Smith. When I was an assistant at the University of Florida, he was at Georgia and then moved on to Kentucky, where he won a national championship. And I think when you look at his teams, you're talking about a team that exemplifies who he is. They play extremely hard. They're very disciplined, and they play with a lot of class and integrity. So I think our team will certainly be challenged with the team that he's going to put on the floor. And obviously, it's early in the year for both of us. So, but in terms of who he is as a person and the career he's had as a coach, is certainly someone that I certainly look up to and admire.
To Andrew, right?
Anthony, I'm just wondering your thoughts on the new hand-checking rules and how that's maybe affected the team early in the season, and how it's maybe affected how you practice and to avoid those kind of fouls and things like that.
Well, I think if you just look at the games that have been played so far, it's had a tremendous impact on a lot of games. I think obviously our game against Oklahoma the other day was impacted with some foul trouble that we had early in the game, and obviously also late in the game. In terms of the things that we do on a daily basis in practice, just making our guys aware, we tried to do that early in the process of making our guys aware of the emphasis and what we needed to be prepared for defensively, and also how to try to take advantage of it from an offensive standpoint. So I think it'll be a work in progress for ourselves and really all the teams all year as we make the adjustments. I think you'll see teams make the adjustment to what's going on in the game. But certainly it's had a tremendous impact on a lot of games so far this early in the year.
Second row on the right, Mark.
How is Levi doing, and also what's his stats going forward?
Yeah, Levi's doing well. I think I give Levi and our training staff a tremendous amount of credit. I think our biggest thing with Levi was making sure that we didn't put him in a position where he could jeopardize his health or his future. So I think when he came back, he was ready to go. Now he had 2 days of practice prior to the Oklahoma game, so I think right now it's just a process of him getting his rhythm and timing back in terms of just his game, and that takes time, especially when you're out. For the amount of time he was out, about 3.5 weeks of practice time that he missed, and then two days to prepare for an Oklahoma game. So I think he'll be a little bit better with every day that he gets more back into basketball shape and comfortable out there with his teammates.
Questions? So, let's do Andrew, and then we'll go with Chris.
I'll just ask Trevor the same thing I asked Coach. Just how have the new rules affected how you play defense, and how different is it out there?
I think it's affected us or our team the last game, like Coach said. But at the same time, we know they're gonna call calls like that, so we just gotta be smart about it and
surprised by the production by Key in the first game. What was the big difference between the exhibition game and the first game?
Yeah, I think he was nervous in this game. I think he was really nervous and kind of got out of character. I thought in the second game he played to his strength. He did a really good job of attacking and being aggressive, you know, and playing the way that we've seen him play in practice. And obviously every game is different. He took advantage of the opportunities that presented themselves in that game and did a really good job of it. So, you know, with every game, I think as he gets more comfortable, as our newcomers get more comfortable playing and the system and the things that we're asking them to do, we feel like all those guys will be able to help us.
Go ahead.
Trevor, you've had a little time now with Releford on. How's that come together, and what does he add to the offense in particular?
What Red adds to the offense is that he's aggressive. He can attack. He can put the defense on their heels by getting to the basket, in which that helps us out because he just draws fouls and gets to the free throw line. And, you know, he's knocking them down to the free throw line. So I mean, that just helps our team out with the easy bucket that he can provide.
Time for a few more questions. Let's go back over to Cecil and we'll go.
Coach Jimmy just played 3 minutes against Oklahoma with Texas Tech being, as you described, very physical. You look for him to have an increased role tomorrow night.
I do. You know, like I told you guys, you know, a few weeks ago, I've been really impressed with you know, with Jimmy and obviously being a freshman. There's going to be some highs and lows for him. You know, I felt like the other day, the group that we went with gave us the best chance based on Oklahoma's personnel. But in hindsight, I wish I probably would have played him more. But certainly going forward, he's a guy that we anticipate being a big part of our team. I think with every practice and with every game, he's just going to continue to get better. He brings a great motor. He's got great length, and you know, I think he's a guy that has an opportunity to impact our team. So we're going to try to take advantage of that.
Time for one or two more questions. Do you have anything else?